Husband blew through all his money. I, 21, female, and my husband, 22, male, got married in July. While we were dating, he assured me his finances were in a line and was very good with money. Once we got married and went on our honeymoon, he decided to tell me he spent every penny he had before we got married. This was a huge shock and very scary, since being good with money is something I find very important in a relationship. Ever since then, he has been blowing through any money, lying about when he works and going and doing fun hobbies instead, making his paychecks way smaller. I have had to pay for every single bill that we have since getting married. He has put himself so far in debt, and I have asked multiple times for him to change his habits and focus more on work while we don't have the funds to play this much. I have 3 full-time jobs now, trying to afford rent and everything life throws at us. I feel like I'm at my last straw, and this is not what I signed up for. He completely changed after marriage. What do I do now? He completely changed after marriage. No, buddy. You just got scammed. He never changed. He was always like this. But he hid it from you. Whenever people say someone completely changes after marriage, reality is they never actually changed. They just successfully fooled you into buying into this fantasy or idea of them. Whether through love bombing you to distract you or just faking their image. They were always this person from the beginning. But you never really got to know them well enough until it was too late. You got scammed. So the obvious choice is to end this scam. Just be careful next time. You let him learn the hard only way. Cut him off. If he can't afford anything as a result, he has no choice but to change. You won't be surprised to hear that money problems are a common cause of marriage deterioration, or play a big part of it. My suggestion: end the marriage. You got married pretty young, and if you continue, he will drag you into the abyss with him. Separate. He okey-doked you. He's out here living it up while shackling you with all these bills? And you're working 3 jobs to pay them? He's still a kid in mentality and doesn't actually sound ready for something as serious as a marriage. Talk to a lawyer about annulment. GTFO? If you really want to continue the marriage, and don't want to be a slave to his spending, you will need to get him into therapy ASAP. But be warned that therapy is not instant, not guaranteed, and will not solve the problems that he has already caused you. You got scammed. It's alright, some celeb marriages have only lasted a week. Get a lawyer, protect your assets, divorce immediately. Wondering how one does 3 full-time jobs? Obviously you didn't know this man well enough before marrying him, so correct your mistake by divorcing him. If you love him, you can keep dating him. Dutch treat, of course, until he grows up and or understands you are not his sugar mama. Run as fast as you can. He scammed you. He is going to ruin your credit, your mental health, and your life. If you stay, protect yourself now. Get a lawyer. Try anything you can to make sure he doesn't drag you down. You are still young. Please don't waste any more time on this terrible human being. I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. It must be so stressful for you. I would definitely look at annulment. He clearly misled you and is now having fun at your expense and taking no responsibility for it. Girl, you need to run. You are going to end up resenting him. Divorce him. Get out. I mean, can you really trust a 22-year-old with finances, lol? Just divorce him. He scammed you. That's not fair. Talk to him seriously, and if he doesn't change, divorce him before you have kids. I don't think he changed after marriage at all. This is who he was. He just hid it. Now it's up to you to do something about it. Either financial counseling or split. Or you can choose to support him and his bad decisions. I don't know your guy's stories at all, but that's a pretty young age to be married. You can keep working on things with him if you want, but do not complicate things with kids, mortgage, etc. You're young and have plenty of growing to do and life to experience. Enjoy the ride and trust your instincts. If they tell you walk away, do that. He could change and mature, but don't make the mistake of thinking you're going to be able to control that. 2 things. Point 1. He didn't change, you just found out about his behavior. 2. He is not just putting himself into debt. He's putting you both into debt. In a lot of cases you also can be held liable. Talk to a lawyer ASAP.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.